Shalom, 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 brothers. It's your brother Dialf Bakar with brother Shapar once again. All right, and hopefully we got an edifying lesson. We're gonna just be getting into some random topics, man. Primarily dealing with GMO babies, and we might have to retitle that, man. It's called GMO babies, man, and add that to the title. And that's really what we're dealing with is these 2/3 niggas, GMO baby culture. All right. But before we get started, call La'im Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakam Kodash. Double honors goes to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and teaching real well, teaches 144% truth. Peace and blessings, shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters, especially the brothers that's pushing this truth across the four corners. All right, and the Hebrew Israelites are likened to the speckled birds, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, the confusion of face on the father's side. All right, we're not dealing with that bug out doctrine of FOPI, man, that Negro only is a lie. All right, and we already know what the truth is, man, so we flowing in the spirit, so broad call Akim, broad call Akwath to you sincere brothers and sisters out there. And just a quick alert, rest in peace to to FTL Don't Quit. So I'm on FTL Don't Quit too. And I will be making backup channels. And this is going to be FTL Don't Quit 2, FTL Don't Quit 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep it like that. So whatever happens, it'll be easy to find me for you brothers if you care to find me or whatever. But talk to him, Mark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this is, I was thinking through spirit. I was going to say that he was that's a good title, GMO babies. Pursuant to the elder apostle Ricard, because he came up with that term of GMO babies, because all these little nigglets out here are GMO babies. If you're not in the truth, you're a GMO baby. All right?
Yeah.
Now this is Mark chapter 8, and we start at verse 35. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" So as the topic of the lesson goes, these GMO babies, especially in the industry, when they get up behind the camera, we're talking about how these jakes, how they get down behind the scenes, how they how the Negro Latino Native American man is forced to perform sex magic rituals, bloodletting ceremonies, all kind of demonic practices, which is idolatry and witchcraft. But all these top celebrities, they all have to get down with the program, if you will. They basically have to sell their soul to Satan, if you will, in order to achieve fame and fortune on this side. So that's why the scripture say, "What shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" What does it profit you to gain the whole world, but you're going to lose your own soul? You're destroying yourself in order to gain material riches, which the scripture say, riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Money ain't gonna save nobody, man. I mean, everybody when you play the Monopoly game, no matter what you did or how much property you won, at the end of the day, all those pieces, all those little colorful dollars that go back in the box when they collapse this economy, no matter how much money you have, it's going back in the box, man. It's going to be utterly worthless, man. That's why these people, they get addicted to drugs and a host of other things, man, because that money don't make them feel good anymore. You feel just like you did 10 years ago when you didn't have no money. You're just sitting in the Lambo now feeling like shit, and what I'm saying, that's what that is, that's the Most High, putting judgments on these people, man. But this is 1 Samuel 15:23. "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft." So, us going the way of the heathen, that's essentially witchcraft, man. So you got to be an actual witch, warlock, wizard, or whatever the hell to be in these industries. A lot of these social media stars are even in on it. There's just only so much space on TV. That's why they have all these apps now, all these shows, because they have that. That's emblematic of how many people are selling their souls, man. All right, so for rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushai, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And, just to put that in a context in general, man, these people have rejected the word, they're going to miss out on being in the election, man. They're going to have to be brought back on the other side after they suffer, which might result in a very gruesome and violent death, man.
Hey, that's spiritual that you read that, because the Lord was talking to King Saul when he said that, and through the prophet Samuel, and that's because the scriptures say what the house of David, the house of Saul will wax weaker and weaker, and the house of David will wax stronger and stronger. So if you're not, like the Bible say, you're not the elect, you're not the house of David. These GMO babies, they belong to the house of Saul. So you GMO babies, and these 2/3 jakes out there, they are they're in that spirit of Saul. They're in that spirit of rebellion, witchcraft, sorcery. Even though they may not sit there and pray to Satan. They think they don't do that, but they're working for the spiritual demon Satan and the so-called white man, because they got all these demons on them that possess them to do all these different things. That's why they go and blow each other away, for a block or a hood.
Yeah, man.
Their eye is evil towards their brother. The man and the woman. They're all bugged out, and they got no brotherly love amongst each other. They're ready to kill. You know what I'm saying? Their own people, and do ill and do wickedness to their people. Lie, cheat, steal. You know what I'm saying? Rob their own family. You know what I'm saying? They do their own fucking family dirty, man.
I mean, a lot of Jake. We've seen it up front, man, and personal, man, especially like, in LA, man. I seen, gangsters, man, how they deal with each other. Wake up, man, and they'll, you might liquor store in front of my apartment at the time, and you might, see the dude chilling outside the gate, and you're like, "What's up, bro? What's good with it, man?" Shit, nigga. They say either I'm trying to figure out how to get a bag today, or who I'm gonna kill today. That's like a common phrase. Shit, trying to figure out who I'm gonna kill today. You're like,
that's
what
sad.
You up to, cuz? And they're like, "What you up to, cuz?" I'm like, normal shit.
Yeah. That's it. What goes through these niggas' minds, bro.
And the last point, they'll look at each other, and like in LA, man, everybody's, everyone's trying to memorize everybody's faces, because you don't know if he's an enemy or not. Is he a cousin of your enemy? And if you don't know that, then they'll try to bang on you. They even want to know where's your grandma live, and they'll identify you by where your grandma would live. Like, man, my grandma lives in Atlanta, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, man, where's your grandma live? If you say Inglewood, then automatically equates you with Inglewood, for example. But then if there's a cop situation, man, they're on the most respectful, all that gangster talk goes out the window, man. And it turns into, yes, sir. How's it going, sir? You have a good day, sir. Like, that's how these thugs, these GMO babies will talk to the law enforcement. But but it's like, I thought you guys is gangsters, So they care about keeping their life as long as it's not versus another GMO baby, man.
That's it, because that's the curse, on our people. And Lord said that curse shall be you when you go in, and curse shall you be when you go out. And the Lord was gonna strike us with blindness and astonishment of heart and madness. Yep. So like you look at your brother with an evil eye. That's evil, that's madness. The Lord said in Matthew the 24th chapter that he was gonna the love of many was gonna wax cold. So yep. Here it is, like, man, our people hate each other for no fucking reason. Mexican, I hate the so-called Negro, or the woman of the tribes are like envious at each other. Y'all are hoes, y'all are hoes, y'all are this, y'all are that. They're both the same evil. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, our people don't do as much witchcraft as y'all people do. Y'all do this, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? There's so much evil shit going on amongst our people. There's no there's no camaraderie, if you will, or love.
The prison systems, man. I mean, on every faction, man, like every tribe, it's a civil war. The Bloods and the Crips, the Norteño, and when you're dealing with Issachar, man,
Norteño and Sureño.
Khan, you know what I'm saying? In the jails, man, you know what I'm saying? You got the niggas and the spics, and then they call, the native brothers, they call them the others. And they lodge them in with the others, and then if you're a Moabite, they put you in a group with Gad, and it's just chaos, man.
Confusion.
Yeah.
Confusion. I got something for you.
Bring it out.
Romans 3:10, it says, "As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that have understanding. There is none that seeketh after the Most High. They are all gone out of the way. They are altogether become unprofitable. There is none that doeth good, no, not one." You see? So that's why we call you GMO babies, because you've gone out the way and you've become unprofitable to the Most High. So, the Lord is looking at you like a heathen. That's why when the Lord comes to destroy this place, you're going to be left behind, because you're basically just as the heathen. You're worse. Matter of fact, the scripture says that the deeds of my people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked in Jeremiah the 5th chapter. So, this is why we get on Jake so much, because ultimately it's for you to get right. But as we know, our people are stiff-necked and they will not turn back.
Con, Esau is calling these gangbanger drive-by shootings and stuff. Now they're calling those they just start calling them mass shootings this month. So they about to come down with great wrath, man, on Jake. And what they refuse to do with Esau does the shootings, in the hoods and the barrios and the reservations. They're about to start coming down with great wrath and sending these thugs. If they don't kill you, man, they only sending niggas to Guantanamo Bay, man. And once pretty soon, man, they're gonna be putting that Dorito in people, man. If they got you in their custody, automatic Dorito and salsa, man. Ain't nothing you could do about it. People are already taking the salsa to get lighter sentences and get out early. This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah 7:16. "Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee." And like Brother Shapar saying, man, the Most High, man, our people are we've surpassed the heathen now, man. And at this point, man, these 2/3 GMO babies, man, when things get bad, and these blackouts are rolling, and these militaries are on the move, like it talks about in when they come down like a great flood in Revelation 12. Hey, man, they're gonna be trying to seek us brothers out, man, and they're not gonna be getting no prayers, man. These gangsters are gonna, can you say a prayer for a nigga? Like, nah, bro. But you might not say that like that. You might be more tactful. You might be like, I got you. But that don't mean you're gonna say a prayer. You just said the word, I got you. I got you. You can keep it moving, man. But we're gonna be moving, man, in a different fashion soon, man. Because pretty soon we not gonna be able to come on here and edify, and they're not gonna be able to try to look up anything if they wanted to.
Yep, because you had your chance. The doors of mercy was open, brothers. The Lord was extending His hand, and the time for mercy is basically up, damn near, So the Lord's gonna start judging the earth, like we did that lesson. Psalms the 9th, surrounded around Psalms the 9th chapter, the 16th verse says, "The Lord is known by the judgment which He executed." So when you niggas start dropping dead more and more, that's when you're gonna want to. This is when you want to seek the Lord and what's going on and all this stuff. But then it's gonna be too late now. I was talking to this one little older. Picked her up, dropped her off to her job, whatever. To the old Judite woman, and she was, she's on that black, activism stuff tip, and she was telling me, about how important it is to, speak up against oppression and all that stuff. So I was, listening and whatnot. But See, these people, they're not doing it the right way. They're not doing it the right way. They're not. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to Washington D.C. to protest at the Capitol with my union." I'm like, look, man, that's not gonna get you nowhere. That's trusting in the shadow of Egypt, pursuing Isaiah 30th chapter. Because you can't go to your oppressor to try to free you. It's not in his best interest to free us. Go ahead, my fault.
No, you got it. And GMO lives matter really is what it is, man. GMO lives matter because they want you to protest and march with some bull dyke with a Terminator haircut and a cut off sleeve shirt, man. And she hates the Lord. And then this dude over here, he just caught 3 bodies last week, and rapped about every single one of them in full detail. And these are the same, and so you got all these different reprobates out here, man. And if you bring out a scripture, man, they're gonna let you have it, man. They're gonna tell you how much they hate you and the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, that's a good point, bro. That's a good point. Because you go out there, like the BLM and all that, people, the so-called black people and Latinos, they get together and protest against the white man, shit like that. But like you said, bro, what does Scripture say? Amos 3:3, can two walk together lest they be agreed? So we can't join hands with GMO babies, 2/3 of our people, these other Israelite groups that teaching madness in Jesus Christ. How are we going to get together with them? We all believe different things. Like you said, you might be protesting with somebody holding the line. This is why in the camp, we all speak the same thing. Scripture say, that you all speak the same thing. How can we go out there and speak with y'all, try to help uplift the black community, so-called, which the Lord is about to come destroy the black community, by the way. But
right. Black means dead.
Here it is, like you said, you got a bull dyke with you. You got you got a stripper hoe to the next left of you that believes in Buddha or, whatever. And then you got this person that believes in the fucking the 33 negative confessions. And, you got all these different madness. So none of them, it's all confusion. So everyone believes a different thing and it's not the truth. So how the fuck are we supposed to, get together and all? Because you got a lot of Jake Israelites that's in this thing that believe in nation building. Oh, we got to bring the whole nation together. And yeah, no. The Lord's only dealing with his elect, the remnant. That's it. Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 25 says, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day have I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. And they did worse than their fathers. You see? That's why you call you GO babies, The word degenerate, I'm gonna get the scripture that mentions the word degenerate. It means to fall away from your father's heritage and the way things were done before. Is D, which means less or to like the word destruction, meaning to tear apart. Like the word degenerate literally means, if I could get the definition, I'm pull it up, but it says to fall away from your genealogy. So we basically fell away from the ways of our fathers, man. To fall away from the ways of your fathers, to become worse. So that's proven right here. It says, but harden their neck, and they did worse than their fathers. You see?
Verse.
It says, therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. And thou shalt call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But, verse 28, thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord their God, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. So they will not receive correction. A nation that won't obey the voice of their God, And like you read earlier in 1 Samuel 15:23, if you do not obey, that's as a sin of witchcraft.
Yeah. Yep. That's that 1 Samuel 15:23, man. That's a heavy scripture right there, man. It encapsulates so much in that because rebellion and idolatry, that pretty much all sins fall under those two words right there. All the sins, all the transgressions fall under those two words right there, man. So to be considered an idolater, man, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be nuke food, man. You know, and that's pretty much the end game. If the GMO babies that live that long, you know, they're just being reserved for nukes, man. This is Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you, Salakia. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. So he hated, you know, it's just like the Mike Jones, you know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me, man. It's like, you know, back then they didn't want the Lord. Now it's hot. And now they want to be saved, man. And he's gonna tell you to keep that same energy, man. You know, it's like you chose YOLO, and you're gonna get YOLO all the way to the very end, man. You know, he sends the prophets, the apostles out here to teach. You know, we learn from Elder Tahar on down. And you know, people got nothing but scoffing and hate and surmisings and whisperings and whatever's going on. Salakia, whatever's going on. And when at some point that unction's gonna fall on them, and they're gonna think about any one of us brothers that they've heard or seen at any location or a video or whatever the case, and it's gonna be like, oh, because you know, back in the day, we used to watch YouTube, man, the conspiracy theories, which most of them are turning out to be facts, except for the bug out stuff.
Right. The lizard people.
Yeah. And, you know, well, there might be some. We know there'll be some hybrid beings they made in some type of, but nah, the Most High didn't make no lizard people, you know, like they tried to teach, you know. But if they did some Island of Dr. Moreau and they're splicing genes, that would be the only way there'd be lizard people. But that's not a part of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's creations. That whole fallen angel thing, that's a lie. But, you know, you can get wrapped up watching that stuff for hours, man. You know, you can get wrapped up watching conspiracy theory videos for hours, just learning about government and this and that, the economy, you know, Alex Jones, whatever. These people are watching, man. You know, they watch. This is interesting to them. They find out they're Edomites. They find out they're GMO babies. They're finding out about the 200 million nukes or the grain of rice coming. But it's just entertainment to them. You know, they sit there and they sit there and they'll watch a video, and then they'll go hang out with Sakari at the strip club.
Yeah, pure wickedness. See, you got to take this thing serious. If you don't take this thing serious, the Lord will destroy you, right? The Lord is going to destroy all those that are set on their lees, as the scriptures say.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord requires your whole heart to be in this thing, you know. Just like a woman. Are we not? Is it not written in the scriptures where we have Jeremiah 6:2? It said, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. And the Lord said, I am married unto you. So, you know, here it is, you're dealing with a chick and her heart's not into you. You know, how are you gonna why would you be dealing with that woman? She doesn't love you. You see? Mm-hmm. So the Lord requires his people to be all about him. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Now this is Jeremiah 2 and verse 21. It says, yet I had planted thee a noble vine. See, we were a noble vine back then. You know, we used to be noble. What makes a man noble? Especially, you know, an Israelite man. When the scriptures speak about us being just, like when you read Acts the 10th chapter, it says Cornelius was a just man. You know, Job, a just man, a righteous man. It means that they kept the law, statute, commandments of the Lord. They was in the spirit, you know. They
Yep.
were holy. Hmm?
I was just saying Lot, he was a righteous man.
Oh, yep, righteous man, righteous Lot. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we was righteous back then, you know, because we was, you know, we was in the spirit of the Lord. We knew what was right from wrong. We were set apart from these other nations, these other fucking filthy nations. All right. Jeremiah 2:21. So it says, yeah, I planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? So I'm gonna get the word for degenerate. All right, because we've turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine, man. You know. So it says, having lost or suffered impairment to the qualities proper to the race or kind, to be inferior to one's ancestors, to become unlike one's race or kind, fall from ancestral quality. Ooh, ooh. Another thing here, it says unworthy, debased, having fallen in quality or passed to an inferior state. So the word D means you gotta see most words in the English language are like compound words, so you gotta break them
Yep.
down. So the word D means off or away, or you know, and then just like I said earlier, like the word destruction means to 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 tear apart, you know, deconstruct. Instead of constructing, you're deconstructing something. You're tearing it apart.
Right.
You're annihilating it. So that's why
Yeah.
that's what the word means. So
A negative connotation.
yep. So you see where it says degenerate means to fall away from your line, your lineage. See, we come from the nation of Israel, which a nation of kings and priests, starting with the Lord Yahushua himself. All of our ancestors was kings, man. You know what I'm saying? Royal people. We wasn't just see. This is why the white man. This is why the white man, the Edomite, the red man, the pale horse. This is why he. This is why he wants us to believe we're Negroes and we didn't never have no heritage and you guys were just Mexicans and you didn't have
Mm-hmm.
no past. You didn't have no past. Nobody knew who the fuck you were. You're just black because he understands how royal we are as a people. You know. So this is why he wants to keep us into that darkness so that we won't understand our ancestral quality as it says here. You know. Because look
Yeah,
at
keep
the
them in
scriptures.
mind.
Keep you down, yeah. Because look at the scriptures. When you go into these scriptures, man, great men in these scriptures, man, great, powerful men that were all Israelites that were our forefathers, man. King David, Job, Yahushua. You should start with Yahushua. Um, Peter, Paul, uh, Jonah, Abraham, Isaac, all these great, Samson, all these great, powerful, and holy men.
Yep.
Just and now look. This is why we call these our people GMO babies. Because look at them now. Just the worst of the worst, man. You just look at, you just shake your head like, what the fuck is going on? You know,
Yep.
what the fuck is like? Look at our people. Our people are just gone, completely gone, bro. It's sad. It really is. It's sad.
Man.
It's
It's like
gone.
we're in our lowest form, man. Like Dragon Ball Z, man. You can reach your full form potential or whatever. We're in our lowest form, man. We're like in right now, man. We're like in our own Job chapter 30 mindset right now as a people, man. We're like base men, you know, subhumans, you know. And the bywords fit, man. You know, as hard as it is to admit, man, how can we argue against Esau and a lot of things they say, man? Like, black on black crime. But it's like, yeah, we know why it's black on black crime or brown on brown crime, so called. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like our people are doing this to each other. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like it, it's a sick thing, man. But that actually is a good segue. We're gonna play this Charleston White thing where he goes in on Meek Mill for saying free Young Thug and YSL and just a quick backdrop on that, man. He's just some GMO babies. Young Thug is one of the bigger rappers of today for the last maybe 7 years or so. He's the thug that was wearing the dresses and the cross-dressing gangster. And they got hit with that RICO charge. The Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope all these damn pariahs and cancers, that Esau just gives it to him, man. It would have been better if his brains would have got blown out on World Star, man, to be honest with you. Because I would have just scared the shit out of some damn GMO younglings into possibly going to a brother on a highway and byway, man. As long as it's not Sakari, because they'll put the automatic weapon. Because I mean, they're the GMO camp, man. They're the GMO baby camp, But that's a different video.
That's it. Damn. What I will say about them is at least they go out. These other motherfuckers, they don't even touch you can't even find them other niggas. Where are they?
Yeah.
GSC, IUIC. Well, IUIC goes out once in a while, but
they go.
Fucking, I mean, you name them. ICPK, they're out there once in a while. They're out there once in a while. I've never come across an ICPK camp. Granted, I don't really go too many places, but like them niggas ain't really out there like that. And that's what I'm calling them, niggas, because they're not brothers.
Nah.
They're not brothers.
Nah. All right, so let's get to this video right here. I'm gonna play it real quick.
Sensation in Fort Worth, Texas activist Charleston White takes to his Instagram to address Meek Mill. Now, the whole thing with Young Thug and the YSL or YLS, whatever the hell their name is, got caught up in the, indictment. And, Meek Mill been advocating for them ever since they've been, locked up. Because, Meek Mill's cool with Young Thug and, and the rest of the guys or whatever. So Meek been taking to his Twitter and been saying, free these guys are innocent and so forth and so on. Well, Meek Mill writes on his Twitter, free Slime, free Warner, free YSL. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Respect to that black woman trying to protect the community, but going from a family of success to 23 and 1 is inhumane. Think about locking your dog in the bathroom 23 and 1. Nobody deserves that. Well, the brother Charleston White takes to his Instagram live to address Meek Mill. Let's get into this video real quick.
Say, man, can somebody tag Meek Mills for a minute? I just read a post on Instagram where Meek Mills is hollering free YSL, Young Thug. And he's been passionate about it. He's saying that these guys have been taken from their families, that it is inhumane for Young Thug to be locked up 23 and 1. Hey, Meek Mills, don't you think it's inhumane for them niggas to ride around with all them big ass clips hanging out them guns, shooting up the neighborhoods, propagating and promoting violence to the black people and getting black children to do what they do? Don't you think that's inhumane, Meek? You ain't never got nothing to say about that, Meek. Meek, how you go defend Meek? The people got records that the man is involved in over 50 shootings, 24 homicides. They got the man on video recording, Meek. Now, I don't know what character you know, but his actions say something totally different than what you're saying. We seen Kevin like, oh man, but y'all wasn't saying none of this when the violence was taking place. When he was hollering Suwoo, shooting up Lil Wayne bus, y'all didn't have nothing to say. Soon as that white boy put a nigga in the headlock and tighten up on him, me, I was 15, 16 years old. I did 9 months, nigga. 23 and 1. Some days 24. Some days no shower. Nah, I was a little bitty boy, nigga. I stood tall through it all, nigga. Don't cry for them niggas. Meek when them niggas talk about boom, boom, and they got them guns and things. Don't you think that's inhumane? The violence and the destruction and the detriment that you guys promote in your rap lyrics that's geared for mostly children. Come on, Meek, man. Don't be no bitch ass nigga like that. Now, what you should tell Thug is, tell the judge, fuck yourself. Tell Young Thug to go in there grabbing his dick and tell them people, man, fuck y'all. I'm super slime, Suwoo. Yeah, Yeah, no, don't go in there with that yes sir, no sir shit. Don't do all that crying. You wasn't crying when it's good. See, you got to embrace both sides of the G life. If you go be gangster, talk that gangster shit. Say, no, nigga, you got to stand down when they get you. You got to own. Rock with it. Rock with it, nigga. Larry Hoover ain't crying. Go stand, nigga, and be that G. Go be that general you've been professing to be. Don't be all in there. Weak ass nigga. Talk all the gangster shit, nigga. I stood tall through it all, nigga. I swear I did. I was a little bitty boy, nigga, with a capital murder case, nigga. Seemed like it was gonna be forever. My whole teenage life, nigga. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This seemed like they gonna keep me forever. My brother been in that 30 years on 114 years on the murder, on the capital murder that he did at 17. Mama ain't complaining. Listen, that nigga was in SAID 23-hour lockdown for over 10 years for beating a nigga to death and putting him in the coma. Yeah, he did over 10 years in SAID. Mama wasn't hollering, I don't let my baby out there in Tulane. Mama said the boy killed somebody, so he got to pay. Whatever you got to go through, you got to go through it, nigga, because you made these choices and these decisions. We can't rescue you now, nigga. We wasn't trying to rescue you when you was talking about kill them niggas, shoot them niggas. Now, Meek Mills, you a motorcycle wheelie popping nigga, remember? You popping wheelies on the sidewalk and they violated your probation. You cried like a motherfucker. Next thing you know, you were bunny hopping when you got out of jail. Let that nigga go to jail and bunny hop when he come out too. Don't try long. But this is what you say. They done took him away from his family. Now he took himself away from his family. Them people.
Yeah, man. So that's all we need to show, man. I mean, fact after fact after fact, man. And it's to the point where, you know, even the 2/3 is being tired of being the 2/3, man. And this is gonna lead to some people coming in that final hour, man, to this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, a kid would love to eat snacks and candy all day long, but we know the ramifications of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They start getting sick. You know, their stomach starts hurting to the point where they're like, they don't want no more. They're like, no mas, I'm good. Nah, well, what you want? Like, I want a sandwich. I want some water. You know, they've been drinking soda all day. If you let your GMO baby drink soda, that poison. But at some point, your body starts breaking down, you know? And that's what's happening to Yasha Allah, man. We're at our lowest, weakest, blindest, wickedest, destroyed point possible, man. And now Esau is ready to just start laying people down and wipe us all the way out for Dolo, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. That's the spirit. He made some good points, Charleston. He said some good things. Very true. You know, niggas. Nobody has a problem. They'll listen to this fucking filthy music. You know, even though like sometimes I may put on, you know, I don't really like Meek Mill, Young Thug like that, but you know, certain other these rappers, whatever. But I'm not promoting this shit. You know, I'll listen to the beat or whatever. You know, some of them are talented because they're Jake, whatever. But the point is that with the message behind the music is just death. It's just the black culture is nothing but death. You know, and like you said, I was gonna make a point before you play the video, which ties into everything. You know, you have to take responsibility for them stereotypes that our people have on us, because like the stereotype for a Negro man is like he's a thug, he's a gangbanger, he's a menace to society. Hillary Clinton used to call them super predators. You know, yeah. The Clintons. You know. And when you look at it, nigga, they are the most dangerous. Jake is the most dangerous motherfuckers out there, because they'll run up in your crib. Like the white man, he might shoot up the school, you know, but I'm not worried about a white dude breaking into my house and shit, you know. Obviously, they have more money and shit like that, so they don't really need to be robbing and shit. But when you see a group of black dudes walking down the street, nigga, you trying to like close the car door. Some niggas, you know what I'm saying? You trying to like get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? You see a bunch of hoodlums with dreads and shit, even though like they may not be bad so-called, you know, gangbangers or whatever, but they just look wicked, you know? They just look wicked to the outward appearance. So when the white man sees them kind of things, they're like, oh shit, you know, because that's the image that's been put out of our people. But our people help to further that stereotype. The women too,
Yeah.
like, they'll have like, certain, like, they have stereotypes about our women and shit like that, and they play straight into those stereotypes, man. Like there's certain truths to stereotypes, like the Asians, they can't drive. That's true.
Yeah, it's
Them
true.
niggas can't drive. Have you ever seen an Asian driving in the NASCAR?
Hell nah. Ever been
You
in
never seen that shit?
a Moabite's Uber? It's a scary motherfucking ride,
That's
man.
a scary motherfucking ride. You like, damn, this nigga can't see out. He can't see out this side, And then,
Nah.
like the white people that are in the NBA, like the white people that are in the NBA, right? Them niggas are not stars, bro. Like who's the only white stars? Like Jokic and Doncic, man. But them niggas are Jakes though.
Yeah, they're Jakes, man. They're confusing the face. Yeah.
And they're not, what I'm saying? They're not like the best of they're good, but like they're not like they're not like LeBron or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're technically sound like Tim Duncan's.
Yeah, they're like Tim Dunkers, but they're not like, nobody's sitting there like, damn, I gotta watch these niggas because they're so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I wanted to bring this out real quick. This is from John 17. And I'm gonna read from 1 to verse 10. And this is how it goes. This is verse 1. This is John 17:1. These words spake Yahushua, and lift up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee. And thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. So everybody's not given to Yahushua. And at the end of the day, man, the common denominator is that these GMO babies, these 2/3 wicked Hebrew Israelites from all the tribes, they just weren't given to Yahushua, man. The elect are only given to Yahushua. And this is life eternal, that they might know the only true power, and Yahushua HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. That's what Yahushua did, man. He glorified the Father, he fulfilled the prophecies, and he handled everything he needed to handle. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. So before the world even existed, Yahushua was glorified. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. All right, so those elect men, 144,000. All right, that's who he's dealing with, man. So that's why these people, man, they're just, at the end of the day, man.
I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back.
All right, Con. At the end of the day, it's a frightening thing if you could understand if the Most High is not dealing with you or not, man. And that alone, it should want to bring people into the truth. As these plagues and these judgments start rolling and getting stronger at more faster intervals, back to back to back to back calamities, people are going to be perplexed, man. And the Most High is not going to hear their prayers. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. So the Most High has given us these words, and Abarat is our of that number. We receive those words, we believe these words, and we know these words to be true. But these thugs, these gangsters, these GMO babies, these hoes, these idolaters, these witches and warlocks, they count these scriptures as ultimate folly, man. And the Bible is the realest thing on this planet. And verse 9 and 10, he says, I pray for them I pray not for the world. And that's the point right there. Yahushua says, I pray for them, meaning the elect. But when it comes to the 2/3, man, he says, I pray not for the world. So all these people, they win their rap award and say, I want to thank God and I want to thank Jeebus. Like, he hates these people, man. He hates Young Thug, man. He hates Gunna. He hates these YSL dudes, man. He hates rap, you know? He hates these people that sell out, man. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. You know, so we belong to Yahweh. Thus, he's given us to Yahushua. And he's not praying for the wicked. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them.
Hey, I'm gonna back you up with this. It says Sirach 12:6, for the Most High hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. You know, like you said, bro, the Most High hates these niggas, these little nigglets.
Nigglets.
The Most High, all you niggas that's not of the elect and that's doing wickedness and evil, the Most High despises your fucking ass. That's why the Lord's gonna kill you. All right.
So, like, can you give me that precept? Can you read that precept one more time, Baba Kasha?
Sirach 12:6 says, for the Most High, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Ecclesiasticus, says, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. You know, so even though the Lord loves his people, he hates you right now. You know, like when you pissed off at your woman, you're like, bitch, I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you better shut the fuck up right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta contain yourself. Sometimes, bro, like, the love gets to a point where like, yo, you better shut the fuck up right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, right. like you catch a woman in adultery, nigga, you want to put her ass to death. You know? Yeah. Like if you ever, I never had the misfortune of seeing no shit like that, but I'll probably, like, especially if it's a woman that, you love and shit like that, bro, you would be very close to putting her ass to death, because according to the scriptures, you're justified in doing so. You put that nigga and her to death. That's why when shit like that happens, people die, because like, yo, it's like that love is the scriptures say the jealousy is the rage of a man. So the Lord is jealous over his people. The Lord is jealous over his people, man. And like these fuckers, these fucking the Lord. This is why we get so angry. Scripture saying in Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. So the Lord is the ultimate wise man, and he's seeing his people the way they are, and it's like, yo, this is why I got to destroy y'all, because look, what I'm saying, y'all are unprofitable children. Y'all are, what I'm saying, y'all are gone. I can't do nothing with y'all. Y'all won't listen to me. Y'all won't listen to my prophets. Y'all won't turn back. Y'all are just, but ultimately, like you said, bro, the Lord knows who's are his, so this is all his orchestrated plan, but it still makes the Lord angry to see his people in this state. So that's why he has to start all over with his elect, Yep. But I was going to get this real quick. Just to tie into it. It says, Psalms chapter 14:2, it says, the Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High. And they are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? They in great fear, for the Most High is in the generation of the righteous. So the Most High, the Most High is in the generation of the righteous, which is the elect. See, right now, our people are not all righteous right now. Only the elect are righteous, because they're justified by the blood of the Lamb. Romans 8:1, it says, there's no condemnation to them that are in Yahushua. So if you belong to Yahushua, if you belong to the Lord is covering you for your sins. You GMO babies, you're not covered by the blood of the Lamb, because you're those same nigglets that rejected the Lord when he came back, when he was on the scene 2,000 years ago. You're the same niggas that said, let his blood be upon us. So now when you come back on this side, you're the same niggas that are rejecting and disrespecting the Lord, sacrificing his men and his truth, his word. Yep. So there you go.
I'm gonna bring out, man. That's exactly what it is, man. I mean, For people that might not know any better, reincarnation is a real thing, man. It's all over the scriptures, man. It's interweaved in the fabric of the scriptures, and Sirach 39:28 says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them." And so a lot of this stuff, man, with this Jake on Jake crime and this, you even see the Eve on Eve crime, man, and they set up Jake and all these street fights. World Star really is like a place that really just showcases the folly of the tribes, man. A lot of this is spirits created for vengeance, man. You know what I'm saying? These spirits coming on these dudes and they're taking each other out, man.
Oh, Khan, yeah. Yeah, Khan. This is a spirit that's on our people to, to be, because if the Lord really wanted our people, he would have just, woke us all up at the same time, because the Lord said it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh that profited nothing. So the Lord has given us a quickening spirit. Oh, matter of fact, that's John, the 6th chapter, where the Lord makes mention of, it's the Lord that calls you. It's not, you can't go to the Lord. Like these so-called Christians, they'll say like, oh, I found Jesus. I went to Jesus and I did this. And, no, you didn't do a damn thing. The Lord is the one that, the Lord is the one that calls you, that chooses you. Like this brother always brings the vision about the angels that came to him. That wasn't of his own doing. That's up to the Lord.
All doings of man are of the Lord. Even that's doing this lesson, whatever the GMO babes are doing, that's what Yahweh Shai wants them to do. So that they're reserved for destruction.
Well, I got some here.
Yeah.
Says John 6:43 says, Jehoshua answered them and said, "Murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which sent me draw him, and I will raise him up as at the last day." You see? So no man could come to the Father except no man could come unto Yahushua except the Father send him to Yahushua or draw him to Yahushua.
Yep.
It says
that's a good point right there.
Yep. So you cannot at the end of the day, we get tight at Jake and shit like that, but we have to understand that, they have not been called into this marvelous light, They've not been, they have not been chosen, many are called, but few are chosen, So here it is, they're going to come back in the kingdom, just like the apostle used to always say, like Yahushua's, like Joseph, for instance. Joseph was just an Israelite. His Yahushua's brothers, 2 was in the faith and 2 was not. They were still Israelites, but they were not prophets. They were not of the elect. Two of his brothers was not of the elect. You have more of our people that are not of the elect, even though Israel is of the elect. Let me say this: all Israel is the elect, but there's the elect inside of the elect. So our people will be saved eventually, pursuing Isaiah 45:17. But at this present juncture, and the time that we're in, the Lord is only dealing with his flock, man. His particular, 144,000 and 1/3. Those particular first fruit of the kingdom,
Yep.
So yeah, like your mom. Oh, you got something?
Oh no, you got it. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say, like your mama, your daddy, your nephews, your stepsons, your brothers, your maybe like your, people like that. They're just Israelites,
Yep.
Like the niggas you grew up with and shit. You might care for them, but they're you're just an Israelite,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot, which is saying a lot. But you're not of you're not of the ones that the Lord wanted to wake up first. So
Not the first fruits. Not all Israel is Israel.
not all Israel is Israel. You see that? That's how deep this thing goes. See, these different Israelite groups, they're just because a man is an Israelite, just bring them into the camp.
Yeah.
Just pull them into the camp because the scripture say, lay hands on no man suddenly. You're supposed to try a man by the Spirit. If this man cannot get the scriptures, if he's not on fire, diligent, that man is not of the elect.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jake thinks he's good because he has on a fringe wave cap, a fringe face mask. He's fringed head to toe, man. But then he's quick to tell you, that Esau can get the kingdom. This is I want to bring out 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. That's a loaded precept because really the point of it is that Yahweh Shai has all preordained, predestined, sanctioned deaths and things coming into creation. And it also says here that he bringeth down to the grave. So he's who kills everybody. So, and on one level, on the basic level, we see, war and strife and mayhem. But then on the spiritual level, we know that it was scripted in, And then it also says he bring it down to the grave and bring it up. That's speaking of, regeneration. And these people, man, these 2/3, like brother said, man, they're not the elect, but they are the elect. Just like, all of Israel isn't Israel. These are spiritual parabolic phrases. So these people are just going to be brought back up from the grave, on the other side of the millennial kingdom, man.
Ooh. It says 1 Corinthians 15:23 says, but every man in his own order. Yahushai, the first fruits, afterward they that are Yahushai at his coming. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority. See, so the Lord is dealing with the first fruits. The first fruits of the kingdom. There's a lot of scriptures that deal with the first fruits. 1 Corinthians 16:15, which is one of my favorite scriptures, says, I beseech you, brethren, ye know the house of Stephanus, that is the first fruits of Achaia, that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the gospel of the saints. So the elect are addicted to the truth. See, if you're a 2/3 GMO baby, you will not be addicted to this thing. You'll be addicted to fucking Esau's philosophies. You'll be addicted to college. A nigga can't get enough of some bullshit college, or you'll be addicted to the fucking black nigga woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're addicted to her, even though my woman, she's a Benjaminite woman, but I love her, but I'm not fucking putting her over the truth. Look, there's proper ways to deal with we're still in the flesh, so we need. That's why the Lord gave us women, because He knows that we need to get our rocks off, whatever the case may be. But you have to. There's another one. Obviously, we always touch this one, but it always comes up through the Spirit, because this is the times we're in. It says Revelation 14:4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. And these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and unto the Lamb.
Yep. Here's one right here, Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, those nukes, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So if you're a 2/3 GMO baby and you're not dealing with this truth and you don't know this word, then how can you keep the word of his patience? So essentially, man, these people are just reserved for, they're reserved to be a sacrifice, man, in America, man, on the altar, in the valley of the shadow of death, which in the spirit is talking about America.
Yeah, but it's all right. You're going to come back in the kingdom and you're going to be an Israelite. At least you're not going to be a slave.
Yeah, gone.
So the Lord could have easily made you a Hamite or worse, a Edomite. You know, the Lord could have made you an Edomite. You know,
Anything but an Edomite.
anything but Edomite. You could at least be in a Moabite, a chinky Moabite. You know, at least you just go back to your land.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get something on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
them rappers. So you know, if you watch this video and if you get anything out of this, you know, obviously you're supposed to be listening to everything. But look, man, this culture, the black culture is deaf. The so-called Hispanic culture is deaf too, because the so-called Hispanics, they believe in fucking worshiping the woman. Um, they believe in fucking Santeria and witchcraft, and you know the Gadites too. Gadites believe in all kind of shit. That's why they're on the reservations, poor and shit. You know, all messed up. You know, they believe in fucking worshiping the earth and smoking all kind of weed and you know dancing in circles, doing you know fucking powwows and all this shit. You know, our people are all gone. Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, Zebulun, you know what I'm saying, Simeon. The Levites, the Haitians, they're into voodoo heavy, you know.
Cannibalism, man. I seen a video on World Star, man. They got these wars going on right now, these gang wars, man, and they're eating each other. If they drop you, they turn you into a bonfire and barbecue you right there in the street, and everybody just walks off, just peeling meat off of you, eating you, man.
Right. Yeah. So you know, all our people are gone, man. You know, if it's like the Asherites, the Brazilians, they're into fucking Jesus Christ heavy. Like them niggas, you can't say nothing about Jesus Christ because they'll lose their minds. They got a big 100-foot, 150-foot statue, however tall it is. And Rio de Janeiro, nigga, Jesus is like this, and they're all worshiping, bowing down to it. You know?
Man, Most High will strike that idol down real soon, man.
Yeah, real soon. So, you know, all the tribes, the main demon of the tribes is that Jesus demon, you know? They're heavy into that plantation Christianity. But nowadays, you know, homosexuality has crept in heavy, lesbianism. You know, nowadays, you know, everybody's doing threesomes and foursomes and orgies and swingers. Oh, I was watching the finals, and they had said, I don't know how true this is, but you know, y'all could research it. You know, but I seen a clip where they said that the father and the mother of Steph Curry, they separated, and they was dealing with a married couple, and it ended up being that the woman started dealing with the man, and then he was dealing with the woman, and they both of them went together to watch their son play in the NBA Finals, man. You know, fucking wickedness.
I believe it, man. That's what they do.
You know, swingers. That's what they call them swingers. You know. So you know what, all kind Jake is into all kind of madness, and they started at a young age, boy. They started at a young age. You know, at a young age, these little girls are looking at each other like, damn, she's sexy. You know.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
So it's filth, man. It's just filth.
Yeah, man. This is Zephaniah 1 and 2. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, says the Lord Yahweh Yahushai. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks of the wicked. And I will cut off man from off the land, said the Lord Yahweh Yahushai. And you know, these Western cultures, these heathen cultures, you know, that we've learned on this side of these D28 captivities, man. You know, hip hop pretty much is the main driving vehicle. And like Akim said, you know, Cesare Borgia, this Jeebus, hip hop and Jesus, man, and Islam, Buddha, Krishna, Shiva. It seems like that's pretty much what this world evolves around in this Western hemisphere. And these stumbling blocks, as it says, you know, they're going to be utterly consumed, man. The stuff's going to be burnt up in the flames.
Yeah, Jeebus Creepers.
Mm-hmm.
It says Ezekiel Ezekiel chapter 12. I remember this old video the Apostle Tahar had done. He was on the highways and byways back when it was on 34th and 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just mad funny. He was just you gonna come talk about Jesus, and the UFO is gonna come zap you. You're gonna be Jesus, and the UFO. But the way he said it, you know how he be talking. You know,
Yeah.
the way he said it, you gonna say Jesus, Jesus, and you know, it's gonna be an old Latina woman or old nigga woman. Jesus Christos, please. You know, they get zapped, they get quick. But
Pow.
Yep. It says Ezekiel chapter 12 and 14 says, I will scatter every wind that are about him to help him and all his bands, and I will draw out the sword after them. And they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall scatter them among the nations and disperse them in the countries. But I will leave a few men of them from the sword and from the famine and from the pestilence, that they may declare all their abominations among the heathen, whither they come, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So, you know, we're doing abominations, man, in the midst of the heathens, because the scripture saying Jeremiah was at 10. Was it learn not the way of the heathen? The first verse said, learn not the way of the heathen. We're not supposed to be. The Lord said, look, man, we're a holy people above all these other fucking wicked ass evil nations. So we're supposed to be doing better than them. You know, but look at us. You want to be like why would you want to be like a heathen, man? Why would you want to be like a Elamite? So he could eat shit and worship a cow? You know?
That's low, man.
It's low level. It says, you got it.
All right. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord Yahweh Yahushai. And they shall wander sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Yahushai, and shall not find it. And that's speaking of the internet, man. You know, they're going to be searching, they're going to be typing, man. That's how you go sea to sea. You know, that's how we're in the information age where information travels at faster than light speed, man. The click of a button, you know, you can put something in Africa. A click of a button, you could put something in any country that's not banned. And so the times are going to come, man, where they really want to know, and that's human psychology. People want things that they can't afford or aren't accessible. You know, the guy that works at Walmart wants the baddest chick in the world. You know what I'm saying? The baddest chick in the world has nothing to offer, but she wants the richest guy in the world. You know, but like Kevin Sanders was talking about, why doesn't the Walmart guy and the Walmart girl get together and build up from the ground up? So once this truth is gone, once they take us off this internet and they start passing these laws, which is what they're going to be using the right wing for, you know, then all of a sudden people are going to be wanting this truth, man, because these stores are going to be empty. And if they're not empty, you know, then they're going to be heavily guarded with military, and there's going to be procedures. You know, you're going to have to take that, you're going to have your salsa and your Dorito to get up in there, man.
Yep. You're going to have all that. That's why this devil's he's smart, man. He's conniving.
Yep.
You know, he knows what he's doing. The scripture says the children of this world are wiser than the children of the light.
Yeah.
You know? These devils are not stupid, man, and they know exactly how to prey on the people. That's why they do research. They do research on the people. They know how you niggas. And they know a nigga is simple. I was watching the Boondocks, and when I was a kid, man, I didn't realize, you know, you're a kid, you're simple, and you're just watching it for entertainment. But they'll put it right in your fucking face. You know, there was one episode where there's this old white bitch, and she was like the head of BT, and she was like an evil, sinister bitch, and she had the round table, like the Legion of Doom. Yeah. You know, they had all these jakes serving her, and she would murder them if like they wouldn't do some diabolical to Jake. You know, they would have to come up with like, look, we destroyed the black man's masculinity, And she would be like, yes, yes, my minion, yes. And she would have like a poodle on her arm, right? And they would have like a screen where like they're like, oh, we made black women believe that they're better than black men. And everybody just like, she's in there like, yes, yes, our status is, our numbers are up, our numbers are up. And she's just, which is spiritually, they're poking fun at, Jake. But the point is that they put that in that's why they took the Boondocks off the air. Because nowadays you wouldn't have shows like that, putting out the truth like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the show is just crazy, man. Like,
they got to put it out. They got to put out there to mock. It's a part of the lesser magic, the hidden in plain sight. But the flip side, on the right hand side of doing that, you start raising the consciousness and waking people up at a fast rate. Start sparking people's minds. You can, the dumbest dude might wake up from one of those cartoons, man. It's time to yank that off, because they got their think tanks and they're analyzing all the chats and the different, social media conversations. And they're like, oh, these people are talking about The Simpsons. Oh, these people are talking about this. Let's dumb the content down. That's Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret thing that they can hide from thee. On the left-hand side, man, these people are sorcerers, man. And at the end of the day, man, we're in a prison camp, and that's all that Babal the Great is, man. America is just a prison camp for judgment, man. Deuteronomy 28 is being served here in full measure.
Yes, sir. Big time. A house of captivity. That's what it means. House of bondage. Yep. Egypt is the house of bondage. The scripture say in Baruch 3:9, it said, "We are yet this day in our captivity." We're not free. This devil has not freed us from our bondage, man. We're still under the grasp of this devil. Yeah, what the hell happened to my clicker? Oh, there it is. We're not free yet until the Lord comes to redeem us. We're not free. So that's another good point. A lot of you GMO babies, you think you're gonna free yourself because you got guns and you unite in Black Power. Look at what happened to the Black Panthers, man. The Black Panthers, the nation, what's it called? The other ones. Those are the
NOY, the Nation of Islam. You got the Mau Mau, La Raza, the brown shirts. What was that? I think it was the brown shirts. All these is headed up by the CIA.
Yeah, they're used to divide and conquer our people because they know that our people are looking for a way out, and they can't. They know that the first instinct is to like take up some guns and like I'm a revolutionary. I'm a revolutionary. Like this nigga not Marcus Garvey, Fred Hampton, and they came and what they did to Fred Hampton. You got to watch that movie. Y'all brothers watch that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch. That's a good movie to watch, man. They came in that nigga's house and just dumped a clip in him, killed almost everybody in the house. You know what I'm saying? And they murdered that nigga in cold blood, man. They didn't care, and he was working with them, But the serpent is always going to come back to bite your ass when you serve the serpent.
Yep. Close it out.
Yep. But yeah, I was going to get this Baruch 3:8 that I mentioned. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God." It says, "Hear, O Israel, the commandments of life, and give ear to the understanding of wisdom." So you're supposed. It says, "How happeneth, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead." So the scriptures say, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? So until we come back to the Most High and His Son, until we get out of this Babylonian way of life, until you depart from this place, you will forever be in bondage. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." So when you get this truth, you're set free from this fucking world and all this shit. Until the Lord comes back, then we'll eventually physically be free. You know, but yeah, you know, Lord willing, it's edifying to you, brothers. You know, and with that,
oh man, bring out Isaiah 33:6, man. It seems like that just goes a good way to end it.
I could just quote that off the top of my head. It says wisdom and knowledge. It says wisdom and knowledge should be stability of our times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, so
that's it.
So you know this is what's gonna keep you stable in them times. You know, that's gonna keep you stable. This is what's gonna save you. This truth, not fucking stocking up on gallons and gallons and gallons of water and getting, you know what I'm saying, what you could get that, you know, whatever you know, get a little extra, whatever. But that's not gonna save you ultimately, because if the Lord want to kill your ass, he'll just take your spirit and you just go.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
If the Lord, he might have your next door neighbor kill you, or the piano from upstairs fall on your head while you're sleeping. You know.
Yep.
So look, you can't run from it. Yeah, you might eat some bad fish and it might poison your ass and then you die. You know. So this is why you have to fear Yahweh Shimmy outside, man. What does the scripture say in Hebrews 10:31? Is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, man.
Yeah, man.
You know. So yeah, man, you brothers stay prayed up, as they say in the church. And you know, hey, with that, we're gonna say call Halayim La Yahweh by Shem, Yahushai by Shem, Okakodash. And Devil Einstein, positive great millstone, peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom, Labaquarian, which is peace and shalom to the elect, peace to the elect, and Baba Ball.
Baba Ball. Yeah, that was a good one.